Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is scvrush from the UEN.com giving you guys another live 2-on-2 audio commentary. Today I'm going to be playing with Scvrush, one of our user base, or one of our forum users who signed up on our thread at Play with scvrush and One Man Zerg weekly. So if you're interested in improving your game, or have any questions, or want to play with us, you can go to our forum and sign up. So here we got Monolith Ridge, 2 double random, Ganondorf and Pinbacker. Very interesting. I assume his favorite race is Protoss and Zerg, which is cool. So this map is really interesting because it's a fairly macro map since the expansions are really close. Ramp is fairly tight. Not like Twilight Fortress, but and my teammate says I hate this one. Really, I kind of like it.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, that's a good reason for hating a map. I can completely understand that. So I'm gonna go for a double racks open, actually, or fast tech open. We'll see. Fast tech open is a little risky on win 2-on-2 simply because if they rush you, it's hard to counter. It's hard to stop a rush. So my teammate here, excuse me, is building his. Is that a 10 pool? 8 pool? I guess we're rushing, so I'll have to compliment his playstyle. You always want to think as a team. You do not want to. Okay, I'm not gonna get this SCV out. You always want to think as a team because it's really important that you compliment your teammate, even if he is doing something cheesy or anything like that. I'm just gonna say maybe, and yeah. Sorry, what I was gonna say, you really want to compliment your teammate. If he's going for Mulus, you might want to get some defense because they might just counter us. If he's going for anything that requires heavy like teching, then you could go for oh, he's going for a double zealot. Okay, so they're rushing, so I'm gonna get more defense. So scouting is extremely important. I know exactly what they're doing. They're rushing. No one gets too no one really gets too okay, well, I have SCV not doing anything, just chilling. No one gets too. They are rushing, getting 2 gateways unless they're going for a zealot rush, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. Here we have a gas spawning pool going for either fast taking, but I think they're going. Okay, wow, cool, excellent. My scouting helped me waste his 100 minerals or 150 minerals on a spine crawler. Ooh, and 3 drones. Awesome. Just gonna be. Oh, queen's out. Time to get out. Get an orbital command right now. I get it a little late because I got my second racks. I don't have the income to support it. Oops. Right, here we go. Okay, I need to group this guy. Okay. Scouting again, zealot, mass zealots. Ooh, cybernetics core early. And second gate. Yes, SCV rush survives. The SCV with 3. Oh, a roach horn. Okay, so tanks is the best choice to counter roaches. Marauders is also good too, but I need to get that those tech labs working. I'm just gonna. Oops, why am I typing Marauder? Roaches, and Zealous Stalkers, what I'm expecting right from him. Always capture 1 Zealot Nagatar on this map. It's really important you do that because the fastest way to, and I got supply locked, I think. One of the well, I haven't gotten supply locked, but soon. The best way to do this is right here, to get one of these towers. So the shortest distance obviously to the middle, and if they're gonna waste their time going around, this is a pretty big advantage. So I'm gonna get my second factory, alright, my second refinery, excuse me. So So slightly. So one thing I do while I'm supply locked, which is happens almost every game. I really have to work on that, but it's really difficult. But you just want to do some kind of upgrade so you don't waste your minerals sitting around. All right, let's do a late game.
Additional supply depots required.
That is a legitimate strategy. You pretty much make the opponent look really, really bad every time you do that. Okay, see, I have no idea what they're doing, so I'm gonna go send a marine and scout what they have.
Additional supply depots required.
And okay, gonna upgrade my very interested in what the Protoss is doing, because he got 2 gateway and then cybernetics core and then some other stuff. Maybe he's going for some kind of early defense, but gonna add a barrack since I did expand just now. Stalkers, ooh, immortals, interesting. See, every time I scout I see something new, so I want to get a really well balanced army. Tanks, expand, you gotta expand. And I just when my teammate expand, I just put 2 bunkers here and be done with it, you know. And they're pushing. Okay, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. I don't have that big of a force, so I'm just gonna stay right here. And I'm gonna shoot them while they're shooting my guys. Ooh, good flank, good flank. Focus down this guy. Focus down this guy. Macro up. And that is pretty much it. We just stopped their rush. So scouting is extremely important, guys. First time I scouted, I thought he was zealot rushing. I get 2 racks, and then I realized he was going for immortal, so I stopped production of marauders and, you know, stopped production of marauders and built marines, and I got tanks to counter roaches. So if I didn't know that, I would be building like marine half the time, and that just sucked against the army that they have. So I'm just gonna macro up, since he wants to play a macro game, which is great. I love macro games. So I'm gonna go for some kind of mech build because he has committed to a robotics facility, so he's getting Colossus. But I can spend my money fairly fast, I think. Gonna get those gas. Gas is extremely important. Get an armory, and then probably get an engineering bay just because they might do something fast. I'm gonna scan the Protoss base. Let's see. What is this? Double gate, double robo. So I'm just gonna be massing some marines because they do really well against robotics unit, except Colossus. So make more drones. Is my teammate making more drones? He is getting a lot of stuff. Yeah, he needs to make more drones. More drones. Excellent. So this is a pretty strong army composition. I recommend anyone who get it in team games and even in one-on-one. This is a pretty strong army. It doesn't have that much anti-air, but I'm getting the armory, which is done. Thank God it was done. Oh, I could just put it here.
Complete.
All right, so yeah. So I get a lot of questions people asking me what should I do to improve my macro. Well, as a Terran player, I can tell you that you just have to build a lot of production buildings. Look at that. I have a lot of units. Don't bother with a reactor. Yes, it's efficient, but you know, it costs gas. Gas is very vital. You want to spend your gas on Thors and stuff and upgrades like Marine Shield. You don't want to spend gas on things that are not going to be effective. See, a reactor costs 50 gas, and the most annoying part about the reactor is that it can't contribute to a victory in battle. That 50 gas is not in battle because, you know, you're using it for production instead of using it to build a nice unit with it. I'm gonna upgrade this. We are ready to attack, and the Zerg is being ultra annoying. So they have nothing. Pretty sad it's 4 here. So what you want to do is mass Marines. He has so many immortals. You just want those Marines to take those immortal hits while your big giant mech guy is like shit on them. I think I'm making an art with my supply depot. No, I'm not. I'm actually just placing them randomly. But I am almost at 200. Just putting my tanks. I'm gonna expand again because this one's gonna be mined out. It's always a good idea to. I'm about to attack, right? So it's always a good idea to actually build expansion right before you attack. Simply because they won't be able to scout it because you're attacking them, and second of all, it's very effective. It's very effective because right. Say your battle ends even. Say you didn't have an advantage, you didn't win the battle, but battle ended up even. Now you have an expansion that your enemy doesn't have. Some people also ask me the question why I don't get Stimpak. And the reason why I don't get Stimpak is that I'm not relying my Marines to do damage. I'm relying my Marines to tank it, to take damage, not do damage. So the rest of my army can do damage. And that's kind of the idea of this army composition. It's not exactly. I'm maxed out. Let's go. Let's go.
Our allies are being attacked.
Ooh, corruptors. Hit him ASAP, and I need to build like 5.
Mineral field depleted.
We gotta hit him as fast as possible to take down that thing, because that thing comes up, we're dead.
Mineral
Literally.
field depleted.
There's really no real good counters against infestors.
Mineral field depleted.
And super tanks. You see how my Marines and stuff is tanking for my Thor? Okay, it's not tanking for my Thors, but it's doing okay. Thank God he doesn't have Storm.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, so does he have Brood Lords? Unfortunately, he does have Brood Lords, but I do have an overwhelming force, so I'm just gonna go down and take his expansion down. Get these guys working. Get these guys working. Come on, SCVs. Yes, perfect. You see how the timing on that? Just so pro.
Your forces are under
To describe it in a couple words.
Our allies.
I didn't want to make this video more than 15 minutes, so basically what ends up happening was I massed a lot of Vikings to destroy the Brood Lords and use this army right here to destroy all of his expansion.
So let's analyze a couple of things I did there. Number 1, build your SCV at all time. I always repeat this. And then number 2, expand at the right time. Expand when you know your enemy is weak. Expand when you attack the enemy, so you can have advantage if you lose your army. You know, if I didn't have that extra expansion on top, then I would only be mining on one base, and that's not as good of macro, I guess. Strong second push that I had with that many Vikings. I wouldn't be able to support 4 starports worth of units. If you look at the resource collection rate, you can see that obviously. Okay, this doesn't count. This is like a mule because I'm bad at macro. And then here's my second expansion finishing. You can see that everyone's just taking a dip here while I'm dominating. Army value. Yeah, I shit it on them, but you know, it's all good. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much good game, guys. If you have any other macro question, I will address them on our forums, and also continue watching our videos for our users, because I usually try to give you guys a tip on each video. So in this video, I'm trying to go over some kind of macro. You notice that I was building massive amount of production units to keep up with my my economy. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. This is scvrush signing off.